Hey guys, what is going on? This is your old pal CHH. I'm doing an old school kind of unboxing video today where I kind of go over some stuff I've recently got in. Now, of course, I'm going to do, at the very least, here's the deal. Some of this stuff, if I just do like reviews on it, it's not going to have the legs. It's not going to have the audience. And I understand that. And, you know, while these are things I am definitely interested in talking about, that's the beauty of like live streams and the shorts features. But I want to show you these releases because some of these are releases that I was able to get without spending any money. In essence, some gifts that I just recently got. Other stuff is things that I got, but they're all these really cool horror box sets and things like that, with the exception of one title. And we'll get into it. So let's get started, guys. Yeah, I already reviewed that. I'm looking at stuff on the table. Like, did I review that? Did I make a video on that? Let's get started with this right here, guys. I just got the Creep Tapes Season 1 on Shudder. So I watched the first episode on Shudder a while back. I thought it was pretty good. And part of me wants to support the Shudder Blu-ray line and 4K line. I did pick up When Evil Lurks on 4K. Very, very cheap. Now, there's nothing wrong with getting that second sight that's coming out because I guarantee they're going to kill it. They're going to do a great job, and they'll probably be exclusive features. But I was totally happy getting just the Shudder one because I really am happy to see them get in a 4K and hopefully improve it. The downside is I don't think that the 4Ks that Shudder do actually have HDR, which could render pointless. But maybe not in the future. I don't know. It could change from title to title. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But the prices are very reasonable, and that I do like. So, you know, that's cool. But I did get Creep Tapes Volume 1 anyway. So I watched episode 1 of this. And truthfully, I enjoyed it. Now I was like, okay, I'm going to wait for the Blu-ray to come out. This cost me $11.99. Great price. A serial killer entices unsuspecting videographers with the promise of a paid job to document his life. What begins as an innocent project quickly unravels to a nightmare. As the tape rolls, the killer's sinister intentions emerge through his increasingly disturbing behavior. Created and directed by Patrick Bryce and co-written by Bryce and Mark Duplass. Mark Duplass is a crazy person. Actually, he seems like he's really nice, but in the show, he's crazy. What can you say? He's crazy. No, but seriously, this is pretty cool. I mean, I'm glad to have this. I have a number of the Shudder titles. Let's see how many discs this comes on. Probably just one disc. There you have it. One disc. And it looks like Shudder is no longer partnering with RLJ Entertainment. This is a pressed disc. Cool. I'm wondering if they're going to do, like, burn discs because they're doing it themselves, but no, they must be pressing their own disc, which is, you know, it's a good thing. Next up, guys, we're going to get into some box sets. Now, this is something I am definitely going to talk about some of these movies. I've seen one of them, and I got this because I'm friendly with the guys at TerraVision now. I've gotten to know Brad pretty good, and I love them. I want to support them. They do such great stuff, and they actually have, I can't talk about anything, but word is they actually have some really cool stuff coming out this year already. I mean, they just announced Gatorbait 1 and 2 and all that. They got, those are the Sebastians that did Rocktober Blood. They did say that, and this is public, Rocktober Blood is coming. The problem was they were trying to find the negative. It doesn't seem to exist. There's a whole story about that. But I'd keep my eyes peeled on TerraVision. Word is they've got some wicked cool stuff coming out. That's all I'll say for now. Anyway, check this out, guys. I picked this up from TerraVision. Shoestring Slashers. We'll look at, first off, the box set. What does that mean, Shoestring Slashers? These are shot-on-video movies. Now, I actually have a slight misconception about SOV, shot-on-video movies. That doesn't necessarily mean that they were shot on cameras that cost $50 from Kmart. They actually have some nice cameras that were used that can look like film. As a matter of fact, I mean, I even watched Adam Marcus talk about making a movie he did that was basically an SOV movie, but they filmed it and edited it in a way that made it appear to be like film. I've seen one of these movies. As you can see in the back, we've got Phantom Brother, Beware, and Basement Jack. Now, this is... you have to be of the particular kind to want to be in SOV movies. I've seen some. There are some classics. But let's show you this box set first of all. Shoestring Slashers poster. I love that with the bin, with the tapes. Very cool. Alright, so like I said, there's 3 of them. I've seen one of them. The one that I have seen is Phantom Brother, and I'll tell you why I've seen Phantom Brother. Paul Zamorelli, Analog Archivist, did a VHS review of this, and he talked about it and how I thought this was going to be like this creepy, dark movie. It's actually very funny. Here it is, Phantom Brother. Abel's brother is a ghost. He likes to kill Abel's friends. This is making Abel very unpopular. I forgot where I watched this. It might have just been on YouTube. But there it is, Phantom Brother. There are some funny-ass scenes in this. But I thought it was going to be this dead serious, 5 years ago, a fiery car wreck wipes out the Evans family, leaving a sole survivor, young Abel. Now Abel's dead brother has returned, and he's cutting into Abel's high school fun by killing his friends, among other things. Will Abel turn his brother over to the police? Will Abel's brother get the girl? This slasher film is a must-see for anyone who likes to be scared silly. If you have relatives, it can happen to you. TerrorVision is very excited to bring this forgotten slasher back to the public eye with a fresh new transfer for the 1-inch master tape with new extras. This marks the first ever disc release in the world for this lost slasher film. Commentary with William Zarka, commentary with John Gigante and Rob Koch, moderated by John Daly. Interview with actor John Gigante. Interview with actor camera on Rob Koch. Interview with composer John Wagner, behind the scenes and trailers. And just to give you an indication of like how silly that mask is, it really was funny. And I liked it. Now, I don't know if that was a rare VHS. I think it probably was that Paul was reviewing. But I got to be honest, it brought me back to watching Analog Archivist when he was making his videos, because he did a VHS review on this, and I watched it. I thought it was funny. Now, the 2 that I haven't seen are right here. Basement Jack, Michael Shelton film. Evil Has Your Address. Now, this one I think was from like 2009. 11 years ago, Jack Riley went on a brutal killing spree, murdering 15 people, including his own mother. He was 17. A re-examination of his case finds that Jack hadn't received a fair trial, and he is set free. The uproar surrounding his release soon dies away, but one woman will not let it go. Karen Cook, the sole survivor of Jack's knife-wielding sadistic rampage, makes it her mission to hunt the maniac down before he kills again. Then on one stormy night in the town of Downers Grove, the killer and victim meet again, and the body count grows as they close in on each other for one final bloody confrontation. This one as well has interviews with the actors, special effects breakdown, anatomy of a weapon. Very, very cool. They put special features on here. Now, I'm not jaded to be able to say everybody should go out and get this. The people that want this, they're going to order it. But they're SOV movies, so that means that they're modestly made films, to say the least. This one's from 2001. It's called Beware. Let's talk about this one. A weekend getaway in an unfamiliar town, the perfect combination for terror. For years, people of Shady Grove had told the story of a tortured and abandoned boy named Shane. Left to fend for himself by his father in the middle of nowhere, Shane grew up living off the woods and bloodshed. Shane now stalks the area of Shady Grove seeking vengeance and killing anything in his past. 6 friends are taking a small break and will learn the legend of Shane and have to survive the night. Shane sounds like a fun guy. Self-released from the director, Beware had a very short lifespan and is considered a lost film from the past several years. TerrorVision is proud to present this lost slasher, transferred from the original tape, mastered with newly filmed extras about this regional slasher made in the early 2000s. Again, Jason Daly. Commentary with him, Jason Daly and Jared DePasquale. Commentary with Watch Party cast and crew, making of documentary, gas station tour, memorabilia unboxing, still gallery, and newly created subtitles. Very cool. So, it's like, for the people that are into SOV movies, and believe me, there are people that really are. Like I said, they're getting this already. I got this because it is cool. It is the start of a series they're doing, and I really do like TerrorVision. Their stuff is really nice, and I'm not jaded to think I'm going to watch these 2 and think they're going to be good movies. But the cool thing is, I love cataloging stuff like this. I really do. I mean, for me to look back there on the movie shelves, do you think I love every movie back there? No, I don't. But I genuinely get a joy out of cataloging this kind of stuff. It's so cool to have this. And again, this brings back so much nostalgia for me, because I saw this video from Paul right when it came out about Phantom Brother, and I thought it was the funniest movie. This, I dare say, I don't know if Brad sees this, but I dare say this may be the home run because I had a blast watching this. It was just hysterical of this set. And from what I understand, they've got a ton of more of these, so that's cool. I think they're I wanted to get this video out now too as well, because in case anybody is into these sorts of films, I think you'd want to order it soon. They'll probably sell out of this thing, you know. So that's that for now. The first box set we're looking at right there, Shoestring Slashers. Pretty cool. Good job, TerraVision. Now, guys, this one, I need your help. I need your guys' help with this to see which one I want to get into first. I have an idea, but let's talk about this. So, with Vinegar Syndrome, I've seen so many of my friends pick these up. I never really asked which ones are good, which ones are bad. What do you think about this or that? But I had the opportunity to get some of these without paying, meaning they were a gift from a family member. And I figured, yeah, let's do those. Now, I may have to go back and get part 1, whether I get the standard version or the hardbox version. It is what it is. I'm not too worried about it. But let's look at these. I want to go through these with you. And I got to say, I was wrong about these. I thought these were SOV movies. They're not. These are 16mm and 35mm films. So I have here the box sets for Homegrown Horrors Volume 2. I can't believe it. I really thought these were SOV movies. And Homegrown Horrors Volume 3. This one has my attention the most, and I think we'll look at that one last. So here's Volume 2, guys. Now, obviously, I don't have Volume 1. They have a standard version of that I may just get if I decide I want to get it. I mean, I can live without having Part 1. My OCD isn't crazy, but yeah, it's funny. I see so many people, all my friends got these. Whether they watch them or not, I don't know. You know, I'm guilty too. I'm not poking fun, but let's check these out. But like I said, when I got these, I was kind of surprised. I was looking at the back and I was like, wait a minute, these aren't SOV movies? So, what do we have in Volume 2? We have Hanging Heart, newly restored in 4K from the 35mm negative. Denny, a young and handsome actor in surrealist theater, is an object of desire for all who encounter him. When a young woman who Danny's been having an affair is found murdered, the police immediately suspect him of being her assailant. Managing to get up the hook for his potential involvement pending additional investigations, not long before other women in Denny's life is murdered, with Denny again becoming the prime suspect. Is someone trying to frame him, or is Denny himself a deranged lunatic? This first film from Korean immigrant and American Film Institute grad Jimmy Lee, Hanging Heart is a highly stylized thriller with one foot planted firmly in the art house genre and the other paying loving tribute to slashers and gialli alike, featuring stunning and oftentimes expressionistic cinematography by Silvio Santini and dream logic editing from Steven Nelson, who did Microwave Massacre. Oh my god. Present Hanging Heart on Blu-ray in 4K from the 35 negative. Now, this looks like a trippy... This is his 1985 slasher. That kind of blew me away. I could have sworn these would have been SOV movies. Next, we have Dead Girls. Do they have reversible art? Yeah, they do. Let's look at the reversible art for Hanging Heart, by the way. Oh, wow. Oh, we got to reverse the art on this. You guys ready? This is Hanging Heart. Alright, let's see what we got. That is trippy. Hanging Heart. Wow. Next we have Dead Girls. All-girl rock band Dead. This is from 1990 in 4K from the 16 camera negative. I'm just shocked. I thought these were SOV movies. All-girl rock band Dead Girls have a name and plenty of controversy for themselves by recording songs which glorify death and suicide. However, everything changes when lead singer Bertha Burritt learns that her youngest sister has been hospitalized following a group suicide pact, which is associated with the lyrics to one of the Dead Girls songs. Reeling from the shock, the band decides to put their upcoming tour on hiatus while they reconsider the message conveyed by the music. Staying at a family property in the mountains to hash out their thoughts, but soon an uninvited guest appears. Dressed in a black coat, gloves, hat, and wearing a skull mask, who begins to hack, chop, strangle, and otherwise dispatch the band. Wow, 1990. Got babes in bikinis in this? Like, oh my god, this is wild to me. What's on the reverse art for this one? Oh, wow. I guess we'll reverse them all, right? Now, guys, just at a briefing look at these, I gotta say the ones that looks the most fun is this Volume 3. So stick with me. We're gonna look at that one next. And I think that one came out recently. That's Dead Girls Reversible Art. And we got Moonstalker next. This one I don't know about. This one looks wild on the back. It looks like a dude, like an exhibitionist, like dude. Like what the hell is he wearing? In a winery forest near Reno, Nevada, a deformed and demented man-child named Bernie lives out in an RV with his elderly father. After observing the expensive microwave owned by a vacationing family, the old man sends Bernie out to steal it. What the hell? But instead, Bernie commences a bloody rampage through the woods, gorily knocking off anyone and everyone who crosses his path within a nearby camp opening for the season. The body count begins to rise to staggering heights. This is the late 80s slasher. Oh, man. Late 80s slasher, 1989. 16mm negative camera, restored in 4K. Oh, my God. Let's see what the reverse art is on this one. The reverse arts are hysterical. Oh, this one's bizarre. You guys ready for this? What the heck is this? Okay, look at this one. This one's just like really, it makes me uncomfortable almost. See if I can line it up right. There we go. What the hell? Moonstalker. What the hell is that? Oh, God. I really hope somebody out there has watched these and they can tell me which ones are like the funniest. So that's Volume 2. But the real winner looks like Volume 3 to me. Look at this like Leatherface ripoff character and all these monsters on here. So Volume 3 and 2 I was able to get, like I said, as gifts. So like I was able, it's a no risk, no lose proposition for me. Watch somebody say, "Oh, Christian, Volume 1's the best." But here, look at the art on that. Like Volume 3 looks really cool. Haunted Ween. Listen to that title. Look at that guy. All right, let's take a look, guys. All right. So here we go. Here goes nothing. First up, Revenge. In a small college town, a recent spate of grisly slangs dubbed the Sorority House Murders has led to rumors of so-called blood cult, at large composed of a number of prominent local citizens. Despite the main perpetrator having apparently jumped to their death, the gruesome murders continue unabated, with each victim bearing the signature of the cult, a golden amulet depicting a dog's head left at the scene. Returning to his hometown following the murder of his brother, Michael begins to suspect that the blood cult may have something to do with his siblings' grim demise. Finding the authorities ineffectual, Michael teams up with his elderly childhood neighbor, Gracie Moore, whose husband has recently fallen prey to the cult. And together the pair hatch a plan to put an end to the gruesome goings-on. That's actually a pretty cool premise. 16mm camera negative in 4K, Revenge. Who knows, guys? Maybe some of these will be half decent. You know? At the very least, I can't get over the fact that I thought these were all SOV movies. I think I was running my mouth about these, too. And then all my friends were like, "Oh, no, we love those sets. We love those homegrown horror sets." So I was like, all right. John Carradine's in this? The hell's John Carradine doing in this? I'll be damned. We'll do the main event for last. Next up, guys, we've got. All right, let's put that one up. Deadly Love. Look at that. That looks like that. What's that Italian horror movie on the beach with the killer bike rider? Young Annie and biker boyfriend Buddy are hopelessly in love as they're planning on running away from her cruel and overbearing father, who keeps an eye on her every move. Their plans are cut tragically short when the family's unhinged caretaker Clint shoots Buddy dead as he arrives on the property under the cover of night. Years later, Annie, now an old reclusive, continues to pine after her lost love, even practicing magic rituals in an attempt to bring him back. Eventually, one day after suffering ridicule and harassment from several local teens, she decides to end her own life. Coming to the farm in the wake of her aunt's passing, Annie's niece Hilly soon learns from reading her diary that Annie actually believes she'd be able to resurrect Buddy. Sure enough, when some of the youths responsible for driving her aunt to take her own life show up to look to cause trouble, a mysterious figure in a biker gear appears and begins picking them off one by one. Has Buddy risen from the dead? to avenge his dearly departed. Very, very cool. Michael O'Rourke? Wow. 35mm camera negative. Oh my god, it's a movie. I mean, it's a movie. What do you want me to say? All right, this one's not as cool, so I'll keep it where it's at. That's Deadly Love. I know some of you are like, well, Christian, you flipped the rest of them. Oh, I like what they did. What can I say? I like what they did. All right, now this one I have the highest hopes for. Watch it be the worst one. Haunted Ween. Look at that. You got the Leatherface looking dude at the bottom. It looks like it's a haunted house movie. All right, let's read about. Let's look at the artwork first. Let's see what the other artwork is. Oh, it's a home run. It's a home run. It's a home run. Y'all ready? This is cool. This one is trippy. Look at that. Haunted Ween. All right, let's read about this one. Like I said, my hopes are the highest for Haunted Ween, but watch me get the biggest disappointment out of this one. One Halloween night, a little girl visiting the Berber family's House of Horrors attraction is brutally attacked and hacked to pieces by their young son Eddie. Having fled the scene, Eddie is taken away by his mother to live in solitude at a remote cabin. 20 years later, TOEFL State College Sigma Phi fraternity are desperately trying to raise cash, so they decide to throw a ruckus fundraiser party for the peers. In the midst of the festivities, a mysterious figure arrives at the door, offering them the key to the old abandoned Berber house and suggesting that they turn it into a haunted house. Good idea. Seizing the opportunity, the youngsters quickly set about transforming the property into an elaborate and potentially lucrative Halloween attraction. Little did they realize that Eddie Berber has returned home and intends to have some All Hallows Eve's fun on his own, setting up his own kill room where they lie between fantasy and reality quickly become blurred. A passion project from the late director Doug Robertson. One of the more entertaining and imaginative efforts to hail from the latter years of the slasher golden era. 1991! 1991! When fantasy becomes a deadly reality. There it is, Haunted Ween, guys. What do y'all think? I don't know. I kind of like the other artwork. Let's go back to the other artwork. You guys tell me which one you like better. But I don't know. Like, that one sounds the most fun to me because it's a haunted house movie. With kind of like Hellfest. You know? I guess we'll see. You know, there's only one way to find out. I'm assuming that's your old boy right there. So, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't like doing videos where I just open stuff up because I feel like I'm not really offering you guys anything. But at the same time, sometimes I got to do this so I can talk to you guys about these things and you guys can help me. I don't ever want to pretend to be an expert on anything I'm not. And I like to talk to my audience because I have a very smart and experienced horror movie audience out there. So let me know which one of those you guys like. Who's got experience with the Homegrown Horrors box sets, and don't tell me part 1's the best one because then I'll have to go out and get that one myself. But the Shoestring Slashers from TerrorVision, cool stuff, you know. I got the Monkey showing up tomorrow at the time of this recording, and that's the Creep tapes right there. So I can't wait to revisit that. But there you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Please help me out in the comments section below. I'd really appreciate it. God bless you guys. Have a great day. Huge, giant thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Without you guys, this would not be possible. To get behind-the-scenes photos, videos, music, private live streams, and much more, you can subscribe to my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Thank you to my patrons.